Hello, cyber friends. I hope you're doing fabulous. This is my Ashley Tisdale inspired makeup look from the premiere of movie 43. Enjoy. Diving right in, as you guys can see, half my face is done and the other half isn't, and I feel really weird about this, so I'm just gonna get started right away. Let's do some skin. I am gonna grab this Makeup Forever concealer and just conceal anywhere that I need concealing, so pretty much all over my face. And grabbing this great brush, this is called Real Techniques and it's by Samantha Chapman. Definitely putting some concealer on my eyelids. I'm gonna do a lot of shadow, and this concealer is actually gonna also act as a shadow base. Some of you may know that I'm not a huge fan of powder because I have very sensitive skin and it kind of irritates it, but I did find a powder that actually doesn't bother me. It's really sheer and lightweight, and it just kind of helps even up my skin tone. So this is from Sheer Cover, and this is the medium shade adapting mineral foundation powder, whatever. So gonna use a brush like this and just swirl it in there, get a little product on, and then just put a loose layer of powder on my face. Little bit of brow action. First, I'm gonna brush my brows with this little guy, just a regular little brow comb, kind of brush them up and over. And then I'm gonna grab a stiff angled brush like this guy and a nice matte kind of brownish shade. This is charcoal brown from MAC, one of my favorite brow colors for my dark hair. So just evening out my brows, filling in any holes, and then extending a little bit down there. Since this is a pretty heavy duty eye makeup look and there's a lot of darkness on the lid, I'm gonna grab a dark shadow base to go right on my lid. This is from NARS and it's called Lili Marlene, and I'm gonna use a little flat kind of stiff brush like this to apply it. So just getting a little product on there, and less is more when you're using cream shadows, especially as a base. And then just applying it right on my lid. I'm not applying it anywhere else but my lid. Now I'm gonna grab a fluffy shadow brush like this one and this really pretty NYX shadow. It is called Dance the Tides, and I am gonna apply this kind of all over my crease and bring it up almost to under my brow bone. Now we're gonna grab another fluffy shadow brush, but this one's a little smaller so it picks up a little bit more product, and I'm gonna take a very black shadow. This is from Makeup Forever. It's also very similar to Carbon from MAC, so it's just a matte black shadow. Gonna get some product on this brush. Definitely tap out excess. Always when you're dealing with like these dark colors, you don't want it to sprinkle down your face. And then I'm gonna kind of retrace my steps but not go as high as I did with the brown. So starting in the outer corner and then just swirly twirly motions towards the inside of my eye. So gonna use a little bit of this Physicians Formula gel liner in black and a very stiff little brush like this guy. This is the 210 from MAC. And I'm gonna get a nice amount of product on there and give myself a thick black line on top. And I'm gonna kind of wing it out. So it's basically like a thick cat liner on top. So just put a tiny bit of black liner on the lower lash line in the outer corner and then connect it with the top line. This is where it gets fun. We are gonna take the whitest shimmery shadow that I have, which is Nylon from MAC. It's actually more of like a bone white color. And I'm gonna use this brush. This brush is actually usually for like crease shadow, but for what I wanna do, I think it's perfect. So I'm gonna get quite a bit of product on there. Tap, tap. Ooh, did you see all the product that came off? That could have ended up on my face. So gonna run this in the inner corner of my eye and a little bit up, and then on the lower lashes about halfway through. Really want the inner corner of my eye to be white and pop. Now again, if at any point you feel like this is getting kind of muddy, go back in with that clean fluffer and kind of blend. Or if at any point you feel like you want to darken up the outer corner, you can go back and grab that black shadow and again, a brush like this one, and then add a little bit more in the outer crease. So remember this color that we used a couple minutes ago, Dance the Tides from NYX? Well, grab it and a stiff angled brush. This can be the same brush that you used for your brows. And I'm gonna dip in a little product and then run it along my lower lash line, starting about halfway and then going to the outer corner. Okay, Here's a fun little trick I've done in other videos, but I'll do it again. I'm gonna grab a stiff brush like this one. Any stiff brush will work. It can be foundation or concealer or anything really that's kind of stiff and good for concealer or foundation. So getting a little product on there, I'm just gonna sweep it up so that I get a really sharp edge on my shadow. So just placing it on there and then just sweep. So see how it's just like, it's like razor sharp now. And it looks really polished and a little bit more professional. Okay, boo-boos, mascara time. You know the drill, I love me some Voluminous. So I'm gonna apply this pretty heavily on my top lashes, and I'm actually gonna skip the bottom lashes for this look. Now, if you are a false lash kind of person, go ahead and pop some of those babies on. If not, if they intimidate you, no need, mascara does the job. So let's move on to the rest of the face, and then we are all done and red carpet ready. Let's get some bronzer action going on. This is from NYX. It's an illuminating bronzer, and it's called Magnetic. It's got some nice shimmer in it. And this old big, fat, fun brush from MAC. This is the 174. And I'm gonna get quite a bit of product on there, tap out any excess, and then just bronze and contour kind of at the same time. Now, one thing that really stood out to me in this look were those shimmery highlighted cheeks. Now, to achieve that, you need a very clean fluffer like this guy. And you can actually just use eyeshadow to get it, or you can use whatever kind of highlighty product you have, but I am gonna use the same eyeshadow, and I'm gonna get a little bit of product on that brush and then smile and put it like right here. So see, it just goes on like right there. Let's do some lips. I'm gonna use Shy Girl from MAC and just apply it all over. And a little bit of this liner, which to be honest, team, I don't know the name of, but anything like, but it looks like this. So anything in that family, maybe like Spice from MAC, or just like a nice neutral tone liner will work. And some gloss. This gloss is super fun. It's a mood gloss, and it is from NYX. It'll go on clear, but then it gets a little bit pink after you put it on. Lastly, I know this is probably a long tutorial, but lastly, if you want to remove any excess oil from your face, these little oil blotter paper things are good. And again, if you're somebody like me that doesn't like a heavy powder and your skin may be a little bit on the oilier side, you can just do this, remove any oil so that you're not super shiny. Okay, cyber friends, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for requesting this look, and keep the requests coming. I hope you subscribe to Clever Style. I hope you comment. I hope you like. Let's be cyber friends. And most importantly, I hope you have a wonderful, fabulous day. Until next time, gotta go.